Hello everybody, welcome on the next Open Virtualization Pro webinar. With me again is Jacek Skorzynski.
Skorzynski.
No, Skorzynski.
Skorzynski.
I know. I try. I try to make you more stressed, but it's impossible. Of course, Skorzynski. Jacek, why you are here again? I think because you did a really good job in our first webinar, I guess.
I hope so.
No, we have lots of comments, lots of good interest, and people who said you need to come back and tell us more about how to automate the admin task with the Ansible in oVirt and Red Hat virtualization.
That's why I'm here again.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready
So let's go for it, my friend.
So guys, welcome again. It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for joining. And today we're gonna concentrate. We're gonna go further in the topic of how to automate, how to deal with automation in with Red Hat virtualization oVirt platform. Of course, our main character today is gonna be Ansible.
Okay.
Again, yeah.
And of course, we will have a presentation and then the live demo. So it's all about the workshop and to sharing the knowledge and the good practices on this field. Okay.
We should be should concentrate on the only valid topics today. So as I said, it's a continuation today from the previous one, and the main topic of today is how to use already prepared things in the automation world regarding Red Hat virtualization and oVirt.
The important part is that this is the second part, yes?
Yeah, this is
so we have a few weeks ago the part one that we introduced the Red Hat virtualization platform and the Ansible. We'll a little bit come back and focus on some basics, but of course it's important for all of the audience that they should be aware of that if some basic will not be covered on this webinar, they should go and watch the part one.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let's move on. So, my name is Jacek Skorzynski.
Hello, Jacek.
Paweł. What I can say, I'm a Red Hat solution architect focused on infrastructure part of the Red Hat portfolio. So it's everything from the operating system up to the cloud, I would say.
Okay.
Yes, so Red Hat virtualization and automation is a part of this portfolio. So that's why I'm here today.
Okay.
From my hobbies, from my personal life.
It's your bike?
Not really, but it's really close.
Okay.
Mine was too dirty to make a photo.
Okay.
So I chose the more or less the same one. Yeah,
okay.
so maybe not exactly the same model, but it's more or less the same. So I've got a cross-country bike also, and as you can see, I'm a bike enthusiast and also volleyball enthusiast. So everything regarding except Ansible and the Red Hat virtualization for today, more than welcome.
We need to plan some video on when you will play in the volleyball or riding a bike.
Riding a bike.
Okay.
Yeah. We can do it in the part 5th or maybe further.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
A few words about myself. So I'm Paweł Mączka. I'm co-founder of the Storware company. We are specializing in the data protection field. We do love the Red Hat virtualization platform and the oVirt. It's one of the platforms that we're supporting. And for us, it's all about the backup and recovery. Yep. Modernized, but we will not focus today on it. I do love playing the guitars with my band. There's a new concept called the Bear Machine Band. We'll introduce in a few weeks. So you will get the first track. Okay, let's go.
All right. So guys, let's have a brief intro to the Red Hat virtualization of it, just to make sure we are on the same page. Yes. So Red Hat virtualization is actually upstream project for Red Hat virtualization is oVirt. As you know, everything at Red Hat is open source. So we are based on the open source project. Our software, our products are based on open source projects, and this open source project, let's say upstream project for the Red Hat virtualization is oVirt. Yeah? So Going a little bit deeper into details, you will see that the ground level for Red Hat virtualization is KVM. Yeah, it's Linux, basically speaking, and KVM as a engine for the virtualization. So for those of you who already knows KVM, the basics are there, and you know already the ground level for the Red Hat virtualization. The upper layer here is our Red Hat virtualization manager. The same for oVirt. oVirt manager is an equal to the Red Hat virtualization manager, yes, as an upstream project, and this is the layer where we manage everything, yes, where we manage our users, our virtual machines, our network storage, and so on and so forth. Yeah? So this is basically it. It's more or less familiar. You are more or less familiar with other vendors if you know them already. It's not something really new, but when you go a little bit deeper in deep dive inside, you will find out that this is really crucial to know that there is a KVM underneath, there is a Linux underneath, and our manager is also based on Linux and Red Hat portfolio like JBoss, EAP, and so on.
Okay.
Let's move on. So the question is, why Ansible again? Yeah. So for those of you who didn't see our first webinar, I encourage you to go there and to take this time and see it, because there are a lot of basics there. There are a lot of how to start with Ansible, how to make it work for the first time. If you have no experience at all with Ansible, first part is for you.
Okay. We discussed it before, but it's all about saving time for all of the specialists and the administrator that they handle all of the infrastructure things. Yes.
The repetitive tasks. This is, of course, the time. Time is one of the factor. Yes. But you need to know that this is not only this. Yeah? The time is not only the thing where you should focus on when you consider to go into the automation part, automation world. Yes. One of the important thing also is the human error. Yes. So if you would like to do a lot of things which are going again and again and again, this is really easy or tricky part to go into the error area. Yeah? So having such a things automated, you know that if the automation went well for the first time, then it will go well for the second and 10th and so on. Yeah, so this is the one. And why Ansible? Yes, because Ansible is not.
Why not?
Why not? Ansible is not the only technology in the industry. We know that. Yes, there are many different competitors here. But why Ansible? Because it's the agentless solution. Yes, so you don't need to modify your endpoints anyhow. Yes, we use native things. We use SSH, we use WinRM when you talk to Windows machines. We use native APIs when we talk, for example, to the Red Hat virtualization or oVirt platform. It's simple. You don't need to be a programmer. Yes, you don't need to know Python, Ruby, or anything like that. You can just start in one day, be really successful with Ansible. Yes, the learning curve is really really low. Yeah,
and we on the first webinar showed how to install properly the Ansible and go with the first playbook that we prepared.
Yes.
Okay,
just in half an hour or maybe less. Yeah, so we've explaining everything. Yeah, so for you it will be much less.
Okay.
Then powerful. Why powerful? Because we add a lot of things into the package, into the Ansible engine. This is not just an engine. This is an engine with lots of different modules. Yes.
Okay. So the strength is a number of the modules that we can easily ingest into. Okay.
Yeah. And it's already prepackaged with in this 10 or 11 max package, which is the Ansible package. Yeah? So this is it, and we've got those modules here on the slide for the Red Hat virtualization oVirt. So you can ask why to automate, why to use Ansible for Red Hat virtualization of it, and the answer is here. basically.
Okay.
Yes,
The
we've
tough
got-
question: how
yeah.
many modules we have?
Oh, I didn't count it, but it's really.
That's why I said tough question.
But you can count it easily.
Okay.
So go to the or type in a Google Ansible module index, and you will find out the Ansible modules with all the groups of modules, and oVirt modules are there for sure. Yes. So starting with the Ansible version 2.3, right now the newest engine is 2.8. We started to ship the modules for the Red Hat virtualization.
I just Googled it and I put all modules, and it's I don't know how big a repository is, but I see that at least hundreds of them.
Yeah, it's
So
for the whole modules.
For the whole modules,
you will find like 2,500, something like that.
Nice one.
But it's really hard to count, because they are coming on the daily basis, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can find it. For oVirt, basically speaking, you can do all the automation tasks like you can do with the standard GUI version of Red Hat virtualization or oVirt Manager Admin Console. Yes. So if you would like to automate some of them or all of them, you are okay to use Ansible modules for oVirt. So the main topic for today, except Ansible and Red Hat virtualization, but those are connected too, what is already prepared for us, yes, to use. As I tried to advertise it, we don't need to write every single playbook from scratch. Yes, this is the idea of today, to show you where we can grab already prepared things, and those things are roles.
So it should be even easier than to prepare your own playbook, yes?
Yes, because you already have those playbooks.
Okay.
The only thing you need to add to it is your Red Hat Virtualization Manager URL, password, user. Basically, that's it. You can go. You
So
can
let's go for it.
Seems pretty good. So as I mentioned, the already prepared thing is the name for this is a role. So what is the role in Ansible world? Yes. So role is like a we can treat role as a single playbook. Yes. We can build a playbook from many different roles. So you can imagine that role is like a Lego block. Yes. So one Lego block equals one role, one Ansible role. If you would like to have one functionality, one thing, which you have role for it, you can use only one role. But if you would like to make something bigger, you can put together many different Lego blocks, like Lego blocks, roles in Ansible, and build really complex things from the modular roles, basically. Yeah, so that's it in Ansible. And what do we have? Here, what I would like to mention about is Ansible Galaxy, because Ansible Galaxy is an open source and available for everyone portal, web page, or you name it, where everyone can log in, can have an account for free. Everyone can get a role, get a roles. So already prepared playbooks, let's put it this way, and also contribute to it, yes? Upload your own roles, yes, for everyone to be available. So we will explore it here today during the demo. I will show you how to log in, how to search for the specific roles, especially in the oVirt area. Yeah? The second thing is, especially for oVirt, for Red Hat virtualization, is our role repository, where some, or actually most of them, are already available on the Galaxy. But also we've got our GitHub, where we develop everything and where we publish everything. And this is the place where you can also find out the documentation for the oVirt for Red Hat virtualization. For every single role, what it can do. We will a little bit dig deeper into the oVirt infra, oVirt.infra role. So we will use it for today. Just a tiny piece of it, because it's really huge one. Yeah. So you can basically set up the whole environment from scratch, oVirt environment from scratch using automation. Yeah? So that's pretty powerful one. Yes.
Okay.
And we will. I will also show you where to find it, how to install them, or from the Ansible Galaxy or directly from the repos. Let's move on. So let's go into the demo part. Yeah? So for the demo today, we will go back a little bit more, into previous section, yes, previous webinar. So I will show you what are the prerequisites which you need to make sure that you've got on your Ansible host. For today demonstration, we will use Ansible. For the Ansible, we will use Red Hat Virtualization Manager machine. Yes, so pretty standard one. Then I will guide you through the Ansible role installation, where to find them, how to modify them, and so on. How to or where to find the examples and so on. Then we will go into the Ansible oVirt roles GitHub and see what's in the oVirt infra role, what we can set up, how we can use it, and then finally we will start it. It will be, I hope, pretty fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. Let me just log into my environment. Okay, I hope you can see it.
Red Hat virtualization dashboard.
Yep, that's it. That's what should be. Okay, so let's get started from the Ansible Galaxy. And so I'm already here. This is galaxy.ansible.com.
Okay.
This is the home page. I don't need to be logged in to see everything what's inside. Yes. If you would like to contribute, of course you can go. You can log in. You can start with as a developer. But if you would like to just grab something, have let's say inspiration how to write your own playbooks, this is the place where you should be. Yeah. So let's see what we can grab from the oVirt perspective. So here we've got the user, which is the oVirt, and here we've got all the different roles already available for us. Yes.
I like the information, how many downloads we have, when it was last time, and the scoring.
There is scoring.
Scoring is a crucial part.
Yeah, it's a crucial part. It's a crucial part.
You're not the first one who will play on.
Maybe not in this case when we have like an official one. Yes, but if you do searching for the various different things, you will find out that there are like here even like someone who is, I mean, this is just as a single contributor. Yeah, this is not a community, but a single contributor. So it's good to have like a rating, like how this role works for anyone else, to make sure that it's really valuable. Here is what we've got in the Ansible for oVirt. So what you can find out here, let me just lower this. So you will find out what's inside this specific role, how to install it using Ansible Galaxy, because this is another part how we can do it. I will show you the other one with the repository approach, and what we've got inside. So everything which is here, this is just basically a documentation for this role. Yeah. So what are the variables, what we can set up, what will be as a default, and so on. Yeah? And even, I think there should be even a film for that. Yeah. This is maybe not the very good resolution for that today, but there is an example and there is a film how to use it. Yeah. So here we've got an official GitHub repo for this role. Yes, so everything regarding the files you can grab it directly from here if you would like to, using Git. So this is what we need. So for example, for this particular role, our prerequisite is Python SDK, yes, and Ansible version 2.5 and above. Yes. Today we're going to use 2.7 for this. And here you've got plenty of different sections of this role. Yes. So meaning like a data center section, like a Mac pool section, cluster, storage, networking. You can see how many we can set up with just one role out of the whole repository. Yes. So basically, what we need, this is just an already prepared set of tasks, and what we need to do, what we need to add here is our URL for our Red Hat virtualization platform, is the user which we will use to authenticate to. We need a password for sure. For this example, it's not a good one to put it in
expose
here. In my example, I will hide it with the Ansible Vault, so I will show you how to hide it, and many different things in here. Yeah, so those are just variables, and here is the playbook. So what we're gonna do today, for my demo, I will show you how to set up automatically a new data center, yes, with some parameters, just to demonstrate that it works. Yes.
Okay.
We can do various different things, but my demo lab is pretty busy, so I cannot destroy it. For sure, Ansible will not do it because of the idempotency.
You have a ticket just for one role right now.
Yeah. This is what I got. This is what I got. So we can see that there are pre-tasks which are responsible for the authentication for the SSO token to be set up, yes, and to be ready to use. We've got a tag always, meaning that this pre-tasks will be run every time we will run this role. This this playbook. Then we've got a role which points us to the oVirt.infra role. And then we've got post task, which will log out from our API, yes, from our Red Hat virtualization platform. And that's basically it. And everything what's inside the magic is here. Yes. So what we need to, it can be seen as a complex thing, but it's not really, yeah, because we've got here a lot of different parameters to be set up.
Can you name this role? So you have different roles, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say 5 different configurations. So that we would like to apply to the DC.
It's everything. It depends on what you would like to do. Yes. If you would like to start or configure just a DC inside your environment, and that's it, you can use only a DC part. Yes. If you would like to set up everything, like it's in this example,
the networks, etc.
The networks users, you can see here also the local users are present here. So the section for that is already there. So you don't need to tweak or know the JDBC fancy command to make it work. You can use this Ansible playbook, and you can use only
like what
this
you
part.
said, fancy commands.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's not a complex one, but you need to know how to use it and spend some
additional reading, learning, etc.
Of course. Here you've got everything. If you would like to set only permissions, you can only set this with the permissions section, and that's it. Yes. So you can use it. you know, on the various different ways. If you would like to set up external providers, let's say you would like to import some VMs from maybe VMware or KVM, yes, to the Red Hat virtualization, you can use it external providers, and you can set up external providers for that.
Okay.
Yes. And many more. This is just a one role. Please remember, this is just one role. Yes, you've got many more roles in the repository. Okay, so let's move on. So what I've got here, this is my Red Hat virtualization, and this is my data center. Yes, this is a micro-lab data center. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a new data center. Of course, it's not going to be green at the very first stage, because then I need to add some storage, some host, and so on. I'm not going to do it today.
But just an example how to
just
use
example
the role.
how to use the role. This is our goal. Yeah. So let me clear this. So as I said, I set up the everything on the Red Hat Virtualization Manager. So let's see if we've got Ansible. Yep. As I said, this is going to be a version 2.7.
Yes.
Yes.
We got
then what we need to do is
you said about the Python, yes?
Yeah, Python SDK. So let me check it. SDK. We've got a Python oVirt SDK version 4.2.9 something. Yes, this is crucial to have this one corresponding to your version of your manager. Yes, so we've got a Red Hat virtualization 4.2, and we've got a Python SDK 4.2. Yes, that's something what we need.
You should have 4.3.
I should have, and I will have.
And I will have.
And I will have. One more thing, what we need is Ansible Roles, is Ansible oVirt. So let's see if we have oVirt Ansible, and we've got something like this. And I just type it to show you that we've got much more here, because oVirt Ansible Roles, it contains all the roles we've got prepackaged with the RPM. So if you have like Red Hat virtualization repositories, manager repositories, you are free to go to use yum install Ansible oVirt Ansible Roles. The same situation with oVirt, but you need oVirt repos. Yes. And the second one is to use Ansible Galaxy. With Ansible Galaxy, you can also set up single role or different roles. So the question is where I can find those roles. Yeah. So let me show you. It's in share Ansible Roles. Let's make it maybe more compact. As you can see here, we've got different roles. Here you've got everything you need to use. If you would like to modify something, you can go. It's open source. Yes, it's an open source power. You've got this code. You've got these playbooks. You can modify them. You can tweak them. You can do whatever you want with them. Yes. So this is something what you will do. And for today, we're gonna use the oVirt infra role for now. So let's move on. So as we know that the Ansible is already there, as we know that the SDK, Python SDK for oVirt is already there, we know that we already have Ansible Roles up and running, installed here, we can start the automation. So what I've got here, I already prepared 2 or actually 3 YAML files.
Okay, so we see the engine vars, password, and infra, okay?
And infra. So let's get started from the Red Hat virtualization infra. So what you find out, what you will see here, this is just my playbook, actually this is it. Yeah, so we've got some vars, as you can see here. So we're gonna create a data center named new data center. We're gonna create a data center with
Can
description.
we change to OVP data center? No,
Let's
it's
do
OVP webinar. It will be a better one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm seeking, that you will fail. So I will try to change a few things. Yeah,
You know,
to get the disaster.
Murphy is
Murphy is waiting.
OVP data center.
Yep.
It's not going to be a local one. It's going to have a compatibility version with for the 2. Yeah? Just a few settings, just to demonstrate. Then we've got a section for pre-tasks, and we've got a section for post-tasks. As I mentioned previously, this is to create SSO token for our API endpoint, which is Red Hat Virtualization Manager. And then we've got a role. And as you see here, I don't point to the whole oVirt infra role, which contains a lot of different things like networking, like storage, like users. I just want to start only one thing, which will make a new data center, and that's it. I don't want to do everything. Yes, I just want to do just this specific task. So I point to my specific role, role in the role, I would say. Yes, so this in this oVirt infra role, I have my oVirt data center, data centers. And what else we need for sure? So this is like our, we can treat it as a template. Yes. And here, in this template, we need our engine vars and our passwords. What's our engine vars? Engine vars are my Red Hat Virtualization URL, Red Hat Virtualization user I'm going to use to connect to my Red Hat Virtualization Manager, and password, yes, and that's it.
And this is what you said, we don't want to expose passwords, so you keep the password encrypted in the URL.
Yes, so for this, as you mentioned, I've got passwords YAML. So let me show you my passwords file.
Yummy password?
Yummy password, as you can see.
It's obvious, it's a password. It's a password with zero. It's a password with zero. It's obvious. I see it.
You can see it. So you've got a vault in your eyes. Yes. Vault decrypt.
Decryptor.
Okay. So this is already encrypted, an encrypted file with Ansible Vault. I encourage you to use for every single sensitive data in your playbooks.
Okay.
Yes? You don't need to actually encrypt everything inside your var file. You can encrypt just a single value. Yes? So if you have like a large file with a lot of different vars, you can encrypt only single value in this. In this case, I've got just one file for one password. Yes? So I encrypt all the content inside. So you will not see what's my password, and I will not share it with you. Just for the security reasons. The second var file is the engine one. So let me show you engine vars. As I said previously, it's my URL and my user, which is in this case today my admin task. Okay, so let me let's start our automation. We've got everything we need. We've got our roles, we've got our playbook, which is Red Hat RHV underscore infra.yaml. We've got our password file, and we've got our engine vars. So keep your finger crossed.
Yeah.
So what we need to do, we need to provide a password to decrypt our encrypted file. And the magic starts. And that's it. I said it should be really fast.
Let's reload it.
Let's reload it.
Ta-da!
OVP
data center.
Yeah. So we've got a new data center. As I said, this should be like a more complex task to involve more different
To define storage,
yes,
to define all of the sections
in this one role, yes, because it's a really huge role, I would say. But if you would like to just set up one thing, you are free to go to do it.
So if you would like to do multiple roles in one playbook, we can also do it, yes?
Yes.
So role 1, role 2, so build the sequence of the roles and we can put it everything in one playbook.
Imagine that you can actually recreate your whole infrastructure. First of all, you need to compose the playbook, so use these roles with the proper, let's say, variables and the values for the variables. And you can recreate the whole environment with just one Ansible playbook using different roles. Different roles for infra, to set up your infra from scratch. Different roles for your VMs, to import them, to convert them, to do disaster recovery even, because there is a role for DR inside this Ansible Roles for oVirt repository. So
really nice.
Pretty big number of already prepared, ready-to-use roles. And as previously in the previous webinar, we set up the playbook to create a VM. Guess what? You already have such a role to do it. Already prepared. So
we can
skip.
We can skip and put the first webinar into the trash. No, of course not.
It's
because some basic how to build the proper playbook.
There are a lot of good stuff there, a lot of things which you need at the very beginning, but you don't need to create a playbook from scratch, because you've got a proper playbook, proper role for that inside of your GitHub.
Okay, your personal recommendation for all of the administrator specialists that they're planning to use these roles, so from which section they should start to play with?
Probably the most important or the most commonly used one will be one with the VM creation. So let's go there. Let me show you the.
Because in most cases the admins say create a
VM or move a VM or do something with the VM. It's not only about creation. It's all about managing a VM.
I'm
creating, deleting, moving.
I'm also thinking about some sort of the decommission. Yeah, because you create in the VM, let's say for the dev perspective, DevOps.
Yep.
And you should and lots of many cases we have a scenario that, you know, every month, from every, let's say, quarter or yearly, somebody check the virtualization engine and see how many, let's say, orphan VMs are on the environment.
So you can easily use this for also such a topic, such a use case. So this is not only about creation, but also about reconfiguration, moving,
daily maintenance,
everything. So this is the one, oVirt VM Infra, which configures a complete, do the complete VM setup and then modification, And guess what? If you have already prepared playbook to do some, or already prepared this role with proper settings, meaning variable values, set up, ready to use, you can just change slightly things. Having the same name of the VM, it will not kill your VM and recreate it. It will just change the settings inside already existing VM. So you can even reconfigure your environment.
Jacek, what do you think? Which role will be the last role before the specialist will change the job? What do you think?
I think should shut down.
Yes, but the important part is in a proper, ordered way.
So this is or maybe a recovery of the hosted engine from the really bad backup. that can be.
Do
really
not go into the backup field because we don't have enough time.
Don't go there.
But everybody knows that they can use the Storware Protect.
Yes, for sure. But as you can see, this is the repository of roles ready to use. Whatever you would like to see here, or whatever you would like to use here. There are things like virtual V2V migration tool. Yes, you probably know it, that you can migrate from the different vendors, even from the KVM, standalone KVM machines, right into the Red Hat virtualization. You have Ansible playbook for it. Yes? So you don't need to click everything through the GUI, but you can do it with Ansible easily.
Okay, so I think we covered everything that what we planned.
Yes.
For the today webinars. The good news and the bad news. Maybe good news for some of you that we're planning to have another one.
Yes.
We already discussed that we would like to go and show the Ansible management and how to ingest some Ansible playbooks, not only from the Red Hat and the virtualization and the oVirt, but also you use the cloud forms.
Yes.
As a, let's say,
as
all
a
of
higher
the
layer,
higher layer or the orchestrate,
yeah.
not only the oVirt and the Red Hat virtualization.
Yes.
This is
yes.
one of the crucial part that we'll mention on the next webinars. But also, if you will have any suggestion and would you like to have any comments about the first two parts, just give us a sign on a YouTube, LinkedIn, or the other, let's say, social media.
If you would like to go a little bit deeper in some topic, we just mentioned just briefly, yes, just let us know and we can slightly modify our plans, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So appreciate your time. Right now we can go into the QA session.
Yeah.
So we will officially close the recording right now and go into the QA. So Jacek, appreciate again, really good preparation.
Thank you.
I cannot say the same thing about myself, but I'm getting more and more, let's say, into the Ansible.
We will see when you go and play the guitar. Yeah, so that's gonna be your part.
Yeah, that's gonna be my part. So so thank you everybody for officially for the webinar. See you on the next one. And right now we will go into the QA session. Jacek, thanks.
Thank you.